guys. I'm back today with another little project that's so simple. I hope you guys like simple projects because I'm getting on to share the simple projects as I do them. So today, if you can see and hear me, I always forget to do this. If you can see and hear me, let me know in the comments. And if you're coming on later and watching the replay, just put in the comments hashtag replay so I know you were here. Ask me any questions, ideas that come up. And if you, again, on replay, ask questions in the comments and I will come back through and look and answer them as they come in. I just like to, now I'm back downstairs in my office, so I always hope this is working, but it takes a minute for me to see you guys. But I don't want to sit here. Some people will say, well, I'm just going to wait until everybody gets on. And then they wait like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I think that just takes forever. So, okay. We're just going to go with it. So I am making, you guys have seen these in the stores, but I am, you can make these. You can make these on your own without spending $20 or $25. So I'm showing you how I'm making mine with $3.50 is how much all of these wreath forms cost. And then wood beads, I told you I'm always picking up wood beads when I find them. So I've kind of got a jar here. And then I have shared in stories and stuff when I find wood bead garlands on sale, or like Hobby Lobby will have them sometimes, and it'll be $6 for 72 inches of a wood bead garland, which is really cheap. It's cheaper than buying the bags of wood beads. So one of the kids just came down, didn't know I was doing a live, even though I yelled up there. So I would tell, if you don't have wood beads, I would recommend you going to Hobby Lobby or maybe Michael's. Our Michael's is still closed from the storm, from that huge storm that we had come through. And so I haven't been inside Michael's since August. It's still not open because they got so much damage. So maybe Michael's has them, but Hobby Lobby then usually has the 50% off or 40% off, and you can get those strands of beads. And actually some of these beads that I got were from old ornaments that I got out of the dollar bin at Target a few years ago, and I wasn't going to use them. I didn't have enough to use them all on a tree. So they were just on some thread, and I took those apart, and I'm using all the beads on different projects. So check those first before you buy beads. Obviously, Amazon is another great place to check and see what their prices are. So these are just little brass wreath forms, and they have a little hook or whatever up here, and then they're kind of thick. So the other day when I was making something, I was using these little wire cutters. Those are not going to cut through these. So I'm sorry, I think both kids are trying to come down here now. So I had to go out and get these huge pliers, and they actually cut through really well. They cut through both of these. This one's even, I think they're about the same size. So what I'm doing to kind of cheat, there's no opening here. So I'm kind of cheating to get the beads on there. And I'm just using these pliers, and I am just cutting, not directly in the center. I'm kind of cutting a little bit off center at the bottom, just so that the beads, when they lay on here, you're not going to tell how I put them back together. So you can't see any of the brass down there. So this is how you fake it. That they came on here. So I just cut this. Okay, I just cut this apart. Has anybody ever used these and then like got your hands stuck in here and like got a blood blister? Just me. I've done that many times, and you'd think I'd learn. You think I'd learn, but I don't. Okay, so then what you're gonna do now is, so you've got these apart, you're gonna just start stringing on your beads. And on this bottom one, I'm using kind of, or this bigger wreath, I'm using kind of the bigger beads that I have. And this would be cool with colored beads. You could paint your beads, different size beads. But I'm just using, some of these are not the same size. They're a little off color. That doesn't bother me. So but what I wanted to do is, this is just going to be one wreath and not 3 separate ones. So I have to get these all on, sorry guys, before I can close this. So I'm hurrying here. Landon is waiting very patiently over here. It's gonna be a minute. So if you need something right away, he should come over here and tell you guys all hello, but he won't. Will ya? Okay, and so now you need to get these back together, obviously. But before you get them together, turn your wreath around and make sure you I'm just kind of hanging on to this. Hang on to this so they don't do that. But make sure you turn it around before you close it to make sure you have enough beads. And this is all I have, I think, in this size in that jar. So I'm gonna have to go with it. So just make sure you hold it up and you how many beads are on there. And then you're gonna close it. You guys, and this is really hard. Very hard, so watch closely. You're gonna get a piece of Scotch tape. And literally, you could use hot glue, but I think the hot glue would come apart. So you wanna line them up perfectly. Okay, I was kidding about it being hard. Oh my goodness. It's because now I'm doing it on camera. So you just want to line them up perfectly. And then you're just going to tape it together. And just wrap the tape around. Because you need this to be, there we go. And that's all I did. So then they will fall all and you won't be able to tell. Oh, there. I'm like, why is it? Okay, so then what I'm going to do is, so it's like the screen is too narrow. So what I'm going to do is put these together up at the top. What I think, and Matt, I was talking to Matt about this, is I would just use a longer nail and just have them hang like this. I don't need to necessarily put them together. But what I'm going to do then is add so this is going to give you an idea. I'm going to add a green bow, and there will be some more down here underneath. But then just hang it like this. So for $3.50 and maybe a $6 beaded garland, if that's what you find. So under $10 wreath. And some ribbon, but a lot of us have ribbon already on hand. You've got an easy wreath that you can get done, and your kids could do this. The little kids could do this. They would have fun doing this. They could string the beads on there for you. So I'll share a photo of it later. But this is, did I show you guys this? This is what I got. This was at Hobby Lobby. This is the wreath forms. So they were in plastic like this, and they were all like this. And they were $6.99, but then they were 50% off. So, I mean, you could do anything. You could add greenery to this. You could add more ribbon to it. You could add, you could do a ton of things. I just wanted them like this because this is kind of what we're going for in our living room. So I'm hoping that I can hang that up there in the living room. Do you need me? Okay. Okay. I can see you guys are here. Some people are here. I'm going to go through and answer any questions if you have any questions. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Alice. It's a super simple project, right? So there's probably not a lot of questions, but I like to share the easy projects too. If you follow me on Instagram, I shared the coolest project today. And Instagram, it's just my creative days. It's the same thing as here. I shared, you guys, and it'll be in stories here on Facebook too. I push the stories over, but so it is super simple. I think sometimes the simpler projects, especially as everybody else just craving simple this year, they're so much better, right? When you can get them done this quickly. And you can customize this any way you want, but super simple. But anyway, I shared a furniture makeover, and I actually didn't paint this piece. I wanted to hopefully get it back to just wood because there's a marble top on it. And I used one product, one of my favorite products ever, and you won't believe the difference in the before and after. So you can head over there and check it out. It'll be posted here on Facebook too sometime soon, but I'm collaborating with some other people on Instagram. And so it was just, there's something about it. I don't know. I think I'm kind of liking the wood more than painted, but I will still paint pieces. But I could not believe this one product, and I didn't strip it and like stain it and poly it. That's not for me. It was easy. Another simple project that anybody could do. And it's just amazing how well that product works. The piece looks so good. It turned out so good. Okay. Do you have any questions? I'm going to try and tie these. I think what I'm going to do to hold them together is maybe just use some floral wire. That's something I always have on hand too, just because I use it for so many things, especially around the holidays when you just need to wire something together. So I think that's what I'll do up here because the bow will hide it. And then I'll just I'll hot glue the bow up here probably. And then we can hang it later. Constance, yes, I know some people don't do Facebook and they just do Instagram. So like I said, I try to post here, Instagram, YouTube, my blog, on the website, just so that I try to reach everybody and where they spend the most time. So I try to put them in Pinterest. I'm always on there too. So I try to put it everywhere for everybody, wherever you're hanging out. But it was a really cool makeover and so easy. Anybody could do this, so easy. Debbie, oh good, you saw it. Could you believe that project? Oh my gosh, I was so happy when I saw the marble. I really just wanted to be able to save that wood, and it came out, and not all furniture pieces are like that. So, yeah, I was really excited about that. So the beads, Kat, the beads, I always pick them up whenever I see them. So if I'm at a thrift store or a yard sale, I pick them up whenever I see them. So I kind of have a jar of beads. I also had some ornaments from Target I bought last year that I wasn't going to use, and they were little wreaths made out of beads. And so I cut them apart because I didn't have enough to put on a tree. So they're from there. But also, you can get them on Amazon, but I would highly recommend going, if you have a Hobby Lobby, they sell bead garlands, and they're usually 72 inches, so you're getting a lot of beads on there. And with their 50% off, you can usually get them for like $6. And that would be, that would be enough for these. So for the wreath forms I got at Hobby Lobby, they were $3.50. And then a string of beads, I want to say $6. Are they usually $12 or $12.99? I could be mistaken, but around $10 or $12, you can make a wreath. So and you can, like I said, you can use different colored, you can paint the wood beads, whatever fits your style and what you're going for. Oh yes, so what I did, it's really, yeah, you can watch from the beginning, but you'll need one of these. These little wire cutters will not work. These are they're thicker. So you need more like these heavy duty pliers. So I cut them. I cut them at the bottom because I knew the beads were gonna land at the bottom. And then I just so I put the beads on however many I wanted. And then I just used Scotch tape and I just taped it together where I cut it. And then the beads just fall right over it. So you just hide it. So it's super, super simple. Such a simple project. Okay, I think I got through all, okay. Oh, Debbie, okay, that's okay, all right. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna wire these together. I'm gonna finish the bow and then go on to the next project. So if you have any other questions, or I'm gonna hop off here. Like I said, if you're coming on later, or you think about a question later, let me know. I'll come through here and answer the questions, but I don't want to take any more of your time. Simple project. They're the best. Okay, have a good rest of your day, guys.